Hello out there, everybody. Again, Mark George with Keller Williams, and in today's piece, we have John.Henry here with Senior Care Authority. You guys might remember from a few years ago, we used to do a vendor spotlight, and we are bringing it back. In today's market, it becomes very important to find out how we can transition either a parent or a loved one as they get on in the years where they're no longer going to be living in the house. So, John, where do you come in on that?
So what we do is help families find that best next place to live. So I think looking at potentially independent living, those senior apartments maybe, and more frequently assisted living and the memory care subset of assisted living.
So, typically, at what point do you come in as an introduction? What point in the process?
So hopefully as early as we can. I think the earlier a family can start looking at options and evaluating both on the medical side and the financial side particularly, gives us the best opportunity to look at the playing field and see what's out there and see what really makes sense for your loved one. We have a lot of great communities in Central Florida, so I'm sure we can find great options for your loved one, but sometimes those beds do go fast. So the earlier in the process, or the earlier in the transition that we're looking, the better, and that gives us the most time to figure out the best options. And the earlier you can get your loved one to make the move, and we know that can be a challenging conversation, the better opportunity they'll have to transition really well into this new home.
So, one of the things that John and I have been talking about is like, what's really the advantage of using his service versus just going about and doing it on your own? And our businesses are very similar in that regard. That could a buyer or seller go out and find a home themselves directly? Sure. But ultimately, when they use a broker, and effectively that's what you are,
Right, exactly.
is a broker, then not only is the choice wider of what's available, but then the service to get that community to them is also there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In Orange County, there are 110 assisted living communities, and that's only going up. Osceola County, there's another 40, Seminole, 70 some odd. So there are a ton of options. And in Florida, we have options everywhere from 5 and 6 bed homes. You could even have a home in your neighborhood and not even know it, to home communities that are 200 plus beds. Those resort style often communities. And it's not necessarily about who's got the biggest or brightest bells and whistles, but it's about what really makes sense for your loved one based on their situation.
Perfect. So if it's mom, dad, a loved one, maybe even you, that's considering a move into that next phase in life, then we highly recommend John.Henry over at Senior Care Authority. Any questions, of course, give us a call, but his contact info is in the email and in the link below here on our channel. So Mark George again with John.Henry here, and we look forward to next time.